If you've been trading the wheel strategy for any length of time to see profits continue to go in your favor for maybe multiple months at a time, even for a couple of years, only to see those profits wipe out very quickly on a down move, maybe that you didn't expect. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you some insight on basically the downside and the dark side of trading the wheel strategy that not a lot of people talk about. And I'm going to share with you some insight on how to fix this, tweak this, and correct this. Now, if you're brand new here, I'm Sasha, the options coach. Been teaching people to trade options since pretty much last 10 years. And I got into this around teenage years. So I've been doing it for quite a while. Now, when we look at the dark side of trading the wheel strategy, here's kind of the way, in general, the wheel strategy works and functions. Okay, so when we look at the wheel strategy, what happens is we're usually buying 100 shares of stock. Okay, so if you're kind of new to it, buying 100 shares of stock, which means we get 100 delta. Okay, and then we sell a call against it. Now, when we sell a call, let's say it's a 20 delta call, we're now down to about 80 delta, which is like having like 80 shares. Okay, now if you do this with a ton of different positions, let's say you've got 80 delta on one, 70 delta on the other, 50 delta on another position, you basically are building and building positions with a lot of positive delta. And when you have a lot of positive delta, everything needs to go up, or you've got a full concentration of risk in one spot. You've got a very bullish portfolio. Now, that's not to say it's bad, but when you start adding in 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 15, 25 positions in there, it's going to get very bullish and very accelerated. So even though you might love the wheel strategy, you love the process, because the way that a wheel strategy works, here, I'll show you kind of something from one of our latest classes. Here's the wheel strategy where, you buy your 100 shares, then you sell the covered call against it to make money from the premium. If the stock gets higher, then you go ahead and lose the shares. But if it doesn't, your call expires worthless. Okay, so that's the way it works. And then what's next? You need to acquire some shares. So you might sell a put to go get those shares, and you keep selling until it goes in the money, and then you acquire some shares. But again, this loads you up in a very bullish concentrated risk portfolio. So here's kind of like a covered calls portfolio, a general kind of portfolio. We've got American Airlines, BMY, Pfizer, PayPal, Las Vegas Sand, and so on. So we've got a few of them. But look at this delta. Bam, 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 bam. We're accumulating a lot of delta, and that's beta weighted. So if we unweight that, we're actually carrying about 1,800 delta. That means that, if this goes up, we by $1, we make about $1,800. If it goes down $1, in general, these points, we lose about $1,800. So it's got a wiggle to that portfolio. And right now, that part of the portfolio is down 480 for the day. Now, yes, it is positive for that part. So $2,700 positive. But the point is that we're loaded up on the bullish side. If we look at also the way this is concentrated, so let's pull in portfolio beta weighted, and then we go in delete simulated trades, and then we make sure everything's checkmarked. You can see, look, we are concentrated, and we'll make it on the SPY. Okay, we've got about 139 delta based on the SPY. So if this thing goes up, let's say to 600, okay, yeah, we're making some money. So we're going from $2,700 profit to $4,000. But what if it goes down? If it goes down, we're taking a hit from $2,700 profit to $1,200. Now, here's the thing. As you keep adding more and more to these positions, you have a high concentration of risk on that delta where you are still too much delta positive. So as those positions grow, or your account's bigger, let's say 6 figures or more, as it's going in there, you might actually do some things that are called the reverse wheel. Now, the reverse wheel is a little bit different. This is kind of one of the classes we did not too long ago, earlier in 2025. Now, it still applies today, no matter what year you're looking at it. But the reverse wheel is kind of opposite of the wheel. Now, if you're interested in this class, by the way, check out our membership and classes. You can check it out. We've done quite a lot of classes here just recently. And just check out our website at optionsblackbelt.com. Anyway, the thing is that over here, when you do the reverse wheel, it goes a little bit backwards. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go in and go from buying shares. We're actually going to be selling those shares first. So once we sell those shares, we're going to sell puts against them. And those puts then might expire worthless, because if the stock doesn't go down, because now when we're selling shares, we actually want it to go down. If it doesn't go down, those puts expire worthless. But if it goes in the money, we have a negative 100 shares. And then what's going to happen is we'll get back to 0 shares. That's what we want. We want to go back to that 0 share and so forth. We could also start out with then selling a naked call on its own to go ahead and rebuild the short position time and time again. Very similar to what we would do on the wheel strategy here, where we sell the put to get 100 shares. Here we could sell the naked call to short those shares. And then once we get assigned, we are negative 100 shares. Now you might say it's risky, stock can go forever. Yeah, in general, but you know, the downside is more violent. So anyways, what we can do here is if you take a look at a position, let's say we go to, I'm just going to do something on Marvell here. Instead of buying 100 shares, right, what we can do is sell those shares. So we're going to go in and sell 100 shares. And by doing that, what it's going to do is if you look at my delta, you can see it's going to take this quantity and offset it and make it 0. I'm going to move this lift into our regular covered call section. So you can see now I've got a negative 100 delta or negative 100 shares. And that alleviates pressure from the covered call section over here. So we can start comparing, hey, if I've got 2000 delta positive here, maybe I want a negative 1000 delta on the other one. Again, not all things are equal, so you usually want to beta weight it. But the point is that we start looking at these things and it starts to alleviate some of that pressure. So we've got Marvell, maybe I go in and now what can I do? I could go like here and you can see now I want that stock to go down. Okay, so I sold it at 65.39, negative 100 shares. So now if I buy it back at 64, I can make $137. Now, how do we buy it back? How do we buy shares? Well, what we can do is sell the put contract. So I can go 16 days out and I'm going to sell the put and bam, when I sell that put, you'll see what happens here in just a second. But when we sell that put, we are picking up delta, which will go in and ease the negative 100 delta that I have. It'll go down by, negative, what do we got? About a 15 delta, so about a negative 85. We'll try again here. I'm cancel and replace. Okay. And actually got filled, got scared. And now I've got that position right there where I want the stock now to go down, and that alleviates some pressure. Now, look at the delta here that I've got. There it is, negative 83 now instead of a negative 100. But I could keep doing this all day long on different positions. So I could do Costco. And again, I can short 100 shares instead of buying 100 shares. I can short 100 shares. So we will sell the 100. And then I will also go in and once that gets sold, I might sell the put against it. So I'll just show you here how we might go and approach this. We'll go to Dell and we can even do something like instead of buying, see, we could do buy covered stock. So instead of buying covered stock, we actually sell covered stock. Okay, and then we can also just hit it with a single position. I could even do multiple of these. So let's say I do 400 shares. Again, not wise to do them all in one spot, one area, but we're trying to rack in some negative delta. And you can see right here, it's starting to pick up. Now I've got negative 175 delta coming in there. And then we could do, let's do FedEx. Okay, 36 days out sounds good for now. And we can buy covered stock, but instead of buying, we're actually going to go in and sell it. We'll go 300 shares here for that one. And we'll start to rack up some more negative delta. Okay, so look, this delta now is picking up more on the negative side. And that way, if prices actually start selling off or going down, we're going to profit on that downside move. And the point of this is to alleviate the pressure from the 1800 positive delta. Now I've got some positions that are negative and it's going to help me out a little bit. So here right now, I've got negative 483. And then you can compare it to your other one where I've got a positive 1900. So it really is more like 1500 delta. Okay, we can keep going on this case. Like let's say we go to, what else I've got? Maybe a General Motors. And then we can go and do this one. So we will go to sell a covered stock. And then we will ease more of those in there. And there we go. Reverse wheel. Voila. So look, now we're carrying about negative 724 delta against the position of positive 1900. So when you start combining these things, it alleviates that pressure of, instead of 1900, almost 2000 delta positive, now I've got a few positions for the downside, and they are starting to come in, or at least you get some variance in those positions. Anyways, this is exactly what you want to think about. It's something not a lot of people talk about. There is a reverse wheel. There's some criteria behind this that we covered specifically that you want to do that is a bit different than just doing the regular wheel. So if you're interested in the class, just let me know, shoot me a message, or check out our website. There's you can get access to all these classes if you really want. And but think about it, evolve yourself. It's not just about doing the wheel strategy in the way that it's written. It's about also looking at that portfolio, spreading capital, spreading money out in a lot of different spots and areas, so that way you don't get burnt when things go against you. Anyways, hope that helps, gives you a little insight. Truly appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.